Hi guys, this is Julien, head chef and founder of AOC Cooking School on beautiful Norfolk Island. We have lots of different classes, from demos to masterclass, with cuisines from around the world. Here is a sneak peek of what we have to offer. Come and join us for a cooking class, or jump in a virtual class wherever you might be. So if your knife is about 90% sharp, a little heat on the steel would be sufficient. Any less than that, you need to pull out your water stone. Alright guys, your knife is your most trusted partner in the kitchen. In our classes, we focus on how to use them in the best ways, how to sharpen them perfectly, which knife for what use, and basically how to keep it nice and perfect. Always use your water stone, and if you do a good job, you should be able to take a piece of paper, all that. Okay, now we're making Sate Lilit and sambal mata, my absolute favorite Balinese dishes. Most important part is choosing the freshest fish. We're gonna fillet it ourselves to save us a couple dollars. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna skin our fillet. Quick incision, knife flat on the chopping board, and I just grab the skin and pull it towards me. Nice and easy. Perfect. Now we're going to remove the pin bones. You can either do this with a pair of tweezers, or you can just cut them out. Always double check, make sure all the bones are gone. Portion in the blender. Then in go our shrimp. Make sure they're nice, good quality prawns. That's it. You want to keep it nice and coarse, so just pulse it a few times. Perfect. Now we'll add the rest of our ingredients. Some red onion, a couple of slits. Flip it. Careful your fingers, guys. You want a nice, perfect, even dice. Just like that. Beautiful garlic. You can use a garlic press for this, or just chop it with your knife. This needs to be very, very fine, so take your time. You don't want to chew on a big chunk of garlic later on. We need some ginger. This is from the garden, nice and fine. Some lemongrass. This is very fibrous, so it needs to be super, super fine. Now we're gonna put it all together. Chilies, scallion, kaffir lime, ginger, our chopped garlic, diced red onion, coconut flakes, and roasted sesame. Nice seasoning. Lots and lots and lots of fish sauce. Then we just give that a good stir. Make sure it's nice and homogeneous. Working it a bit, and we just press them. So here I'm using lemongrass, which is going to give it some beautiful flavor. You could use sugar cane, it's very nice too. Any kind of bamboo stick would work. Now onto our sambal. We start with some capsicum, nose, tail, knife in, give it a little roll, get rid of all the seeds and all the yucky stuff we don't want. Start dicing, skin down, flesh up. That's a little trick. We want a perfect dice, nice and fine. Onto our tomatoes. I just want to remove the flesh from the seeds. Scoop it out, put the seeds aside, and just keep that a perfect dice. You can stack them up to go a bit faster. Don't go too crazy. I usually do 2 by 2. Everything needs to be very nice and even. Now we're going to chop our aromatics. We got ginger, kaffir lime, garlic, chilies. It needs to be very, very fine. Beautiful. A little bit of scallion for the color. Hot coconut oil, and I pour it straight over my vegetables. And this is all the cooking the sambal is gonna need. Nice little stir. Now to cook our satay, we're going to use a pan. Traditionally they're cooked on a barbecue. You can do that too. You need about 2 minutes on each side. You want them nice and golden brown all around. Now for plating, just get 3 satay onto a plate. drizzle up some sambal mata and a bit of greenery for decoration. Just some scallion, a bit of Thai basil, cheek of lime, and it's ready to go. And here we go guys, Sate Lilit and sambal mata. Very simple, absolutely delicious. Now we're gonna make fresh lobster tagliatelle. Such an easy recipe. Fresh pasta is something that everybody should be able to do at home. Very few ingredients. It's a great recipe to do with your kids. A couple of eggs, some flour, and we're just gonna knead the dough. We want it nice and elastic. After resting the dough, we'll put it through a pasta machine. We're gonna run it through a couple of times until we get the right thickness, making sure we keep flouring it so it doesn't stick. Always brush the excess flour, and now we chop it. In this case, we're going tagliatelle. We're looking at about 1/2 centimeter. Sprinkle a bit of flour on top, and give them a jiggle, and it's ready. Now we're gonna blanch our lobster, just a couple of minutes in boiling water. Really nice water. We don't want it to keep cooking and be dry. Now we're going to take our lobster apart, twist the tail, remove the funky bits, crack the shell, and pull the meat out. Cut our tail, 1 centimeter thick slices, and we put it aside for now. A couple of cherry tomatoes, dice some garlic, very fine, and then we'll start the sauce. Onion, garlic, and a bit of olive oil. Nice hot pan. Give that a good stir. In with the cherry tomatoes, zucchini ribbon, lobster chunks, salt, pepper. Then we'll hit the pan with a dash of white wine, the cream, and we're just gonna reduce it for a minute. Keep stirring gently, making sure not to overcook the pasta, and plate straight away. Nice and pretty. Trying to place the lobster chunk on top so you can see them. And then we decorate with a bit of scallion, some basil, and an obscene amount of parmesan. And here's our finished dish guys, ready to enjoy. Beautiful lobster pasta. All done guys. Best part of cooking is finally being able to dig in and enjoy the beautiful food we've made. It looks really nice. Delicious. Thank you so very much for watching guys, and we'll see you very soon.